I had a recording studio down the road, and Chris was a customer of mine, doing different kind of music we do now. So kind of sort of, it's more sort of a ravey kind of thing. This is a few years ago now, and I had a struggling little house label that I didn't really get time to run properly because I was always engineering for other people. Then we sort of joined forces, still not really working together with music, but got a bigger studio down the road, and we worked on a few projects together. Then Chris wanted to start a house label, so we started it together, working together, co-writing. The first track we did was Don't Stop by the Ruff Driverz, and it got to number 30 in the charts. We've been working with each other ever since, and it just snowballed from there. It works in all different ways. Sometimes, you know, we just get in there and we just bounce ideas off each other. We come in, we usually sort of like just start off working a beat out, which been doing beats so long. You can like do them in your sleep, and you can have a beat and a nice rhythm sorted out before you've even thought about what kind of tune you even want to do. And then we just start chatting to each other, and we'll get on the decks and we'd play records to sort of spark off ideas elsewhere. Not necessarily new ones, but old ones. You go for old disco tracks, old techno, anything, you know, coming up to current day stuff.
Every time, doesn't it? Then you get something off, and then you can scrap it and say you don't like it, like we've done today.
Yeah. You might find a sample here, a sample there. Sometimes we're going along and I'll be getting into it, and then Chris goes, I don't like it. And it's like, I'll just end up chucking the whole thing in the bin, and then we start again, and then I don't like it. And so we just keep on bouncing off each other until we get something on the screen that we're both happy with.
You probably end up making about 4 tracks, don't you, before you actually find a definitive thing. It's like you could be working on different things and sandwich things together. There's no way of actually, there's no formula or no pattern. You can't say how long it takes to make a good tune, can you, really?
No, the track on the screen at the moment, it's got 4 names up on the top of the screen because it started off as a remix of something else, and then it started sounding like something else, so I named it that, so to remind me of what it was, and now it's something completely different. It hasn't got a name yet. So there's 3 tracks in there, and we're probably going to scrap the whole thing anyway, because we don't like it.
It just drives you nuts, but that's the thing, you get to that level with it. We're not putting out stuff that you know, all the stuff we've done is virtually signed, so it's not. There's a lot of things that we've done hidden away in the vaults of the computer that will never see the light of day. That, to be honest, are quite press upable enough to have done 2 or 3 sort of thousand, but we're sort of not really up into sort of diluting what we've done.
Can I just congratulate you on your use of the word press upable?
Press upable.
That's a really good word.
There's no such word.
No, you said it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Superb. Another new word for you viewers.
Yeah. That's a good word. Press upable.
Press upable.
That's what you said.
Pressing up.
Yeah, pressing up. Press upable. That's a wicked word. Yeah.
Remember we saw it first and heard it first.
Press upable.
Press upable.
Could be the name of our album. It keeps changing.
It was a full song yesterday, wasn't it, as well? Because we had the vocalist in and we had the guidelines in, and you changed we changed the music round to fit a chorus, etc. in there. And then we come in this morning, we don't like the vocal at all, and now it's probably going to be about 2 or 3 words of it in there. That's just the way it goes with it. If something's not right, no one gets to hear it.
We just used to beg people to start to let us remix their record.
So we buy more equipment.
Yeah, because it's what it is when you're working on a royalty basis as well. You have to wait for ages for your money, and like you might have a record in the charts, but you're skint, you ain't got any money as well, and you like you start saying, please let us remix your record, you know, and then like the more mixes you do, if you do a good job, then people come to you, and then you can choose what you want to do, and it seems we're at that stage now.
We're actually turning quite a few down.
Yeah, if we don't like it, we're not. You know, a lot of people they'll money grab and they'll just think, right, well, I'm going to mix it. I don't care what it is. But if we don't like it, it's not even a matter about liking it. If we don't think we can do a good mix of it, you don't necessarily have to like the tune to think you can do something good with it. So if we can't do something good with it or try and do something good with it, then we just bin it. And that's it.
Turn the money down. Heartbreaking sometimes.
Yeah, heartbreakingly turn down the money. Well, there you go. You have to suffer for your art, don't you?
Well, we just took some time out. We found, didn't it, just between November and January time, probably we took on a few more remixes, and we found we weren't really doing enough of our own sort of new material. So we went and had a chat with our publishers and that, and said, look, we know that the album's been, you know, they've been asked for a lot of the territories and that for the end of the year, but we just got to the stage where you fall in that remix trap. They're doing loads of remixes and giving a lot of your good ideas away. So we just turned around and said, look, we want to take some time out. We've allowed ourselves 2 or 3 months, just basically not to take on any remixes, and come up with a few more tracks, which will be, you know, singles for the summer. Because again, when we get into that Ibiza stage, when we're over there every 2 or 3 weeks, with the recovery period in between time, although your head might be buzzing with ideas, you're not necessarily getting them all down, because the second you've got yourself settled back into full-on work mode, it's time before another sort of trip, innit? So we've taken some time out, and we've been at it 2 or 3 months then. We've got 2 1/4 tunes finished.
Yeah.
2 1/4.
Because we've got to try and keep the quality up. And
the thing is, we're under pressure now to always keep the quality up, and we won't let anybody even hear anything unless we think it's going to work. We've got 2 scorchers, 2 that we know that we're probably just going to go back to scrubbing board, and we've had 4 out already, so we're probably about 2 months away from actually having the album completed. The trouble is as well with it, it's just commitments on promotional stuff for the single that's out at the minute. Can it really eat into your time, can't it?
Yeah, it just in the end it just gets presupable.
Very presupable. Well, we're not saying we just got fun. We got Funkle last year, and there's a big British film that.
It was two.
Yeah, there was a big British. We got a phone call last year, and they said they're going to use it there, and I said, "Oh, just send us tickets to it." It's not something we ever consciously go out. I think the records are out there, and there's people out there that are employed to pick, their records for movies. And this big tease thing is just something that we just had a phone call. We were invited to the preview today, but obviously as we knew that the mixology interview was happening, we just had to say no.
Yeah, you've got to put your priorities in order.
Yeah.
And we didn't do this music for the film. They just chose to use it for their film, But there you go. Just turns out like that.
Yeah.
Luckily. We would like to apologise for that. See, we didn't know that we weren't allowed on the Eastenders set because our friend is DJ Slipmat, who you may have heard because he's got the studio next door.
Cool.
And when he was at number 2 with his record,
SL2.
with SL2, he really rampaged the Eastenders set by graffitiing it and everything. And he even says that he got in the Sun newspaper for it, which we thought, that's laugh and joke, but we didn't realise he got in the Sun because it was so out of order, and they really had a go at him for it. But we didn't realise we was doing anything wrong. We didn't cause any problems there. But when we got back to the Top of the Pops set, they said, now we have evidence that you have been running around the Eastenders set. And Chris said, no, we haven't. And he said, yes, you have, because we've got you on camera. He got, totally deflated because we'd just been totally found out. So we just it was a little school children said, yes, we're very sorry, we won't ever do it again. And then we thought, right.
And then they said stop drinking as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they said you've had too much to drink, you're not allowed to drink anymore. They pretty much said if you leave this room now, we'll have you escorted off the premises. So we didn't hold much hope of getting back on Eastenders, getting back on Top of the Pops ever again. But the new record's looking like it might perform quite well, so they might have to ask us. Top of the Pops. And we promise we'll never ever go in Eastenders again.
Green grasshopper.
Well, no, see, Tom Jones, right, now I was never really a fan of Tom Jones as a boy, but then I remember, for some reason, just listening to, I bought a copy of It's Not Unusual, and I played it at someone's party, and it just totally blew me away. I mean, what a record, what a voice, and the man's got style, hasn't he? I mean, generations of women throwing their knickers at him. I mean, we're up for that, aren't we? You know what I mean? And if we can get the same kind of thing going.
What's up, pussycat?
That's it. And then Chris went out and bought the best of Tom Jones album, and then we decided to do a little cover version of It's Not Unusual just for our own fun. We're not ever going to put it out. It's just for us.
We actually wasted 3 days on that. We could have done a remix or anything.
Yeah. Well, a remix was going wrong. We got bored. It's like either go in there and just bang on the drums or something, or just go home and get all despondent. Whereas we thought. I just started playing around.
Going bonkers, isn't you, in the end?
Yeah, so we just recorded our own version of It's Not Unusual, and the whole album is just superb. It's the voice, and the bloke is
class, isn't he?
It's class. It's class. It is often the one you've just finished doing, because it's your favourite because you get sick of the others so quickly, but then you forget about them, and then maybe a few months down the line you hear a DJ play them or you get sent it, and then you go, it was good. There's been a few actually that we didn't like. We've sent them out with them thinking, oh dear, I hope they like it, because we might have spent quite a few days on it, and you get too close to it, and then when it comes back to you, you think, it wasn't bad after all, that's not too bad. But the current ones, we really like the new Mike Coughlin one we've done.
That's the one that really just jumps out to us at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to do a good job on that, because he mixed our last track, he did a very good job on it, so we spent a lot of time on that, and we was really pleased with the way that come out. James Brown was a good one to do.
Yeah, that's the one we wanted.
But it's usually the ones that other people come up to you and say, like, we did Sweet Like Chocolate and totally forgot about it. And that the track's going to be massive because to us that was a long time ago. But now people are coming like, it's on a few albums.
September, wasn't it? It's still,
yeah, and it's picking up album play now and a lot of the compilations, and people are coming and going, oh, we've mixed that Sweet Like Chocolate one. And I'm like, oh yeah, we did. Right, I would say spend a lot of money on bribing people to play your records, right? Even if they're very poor quality, right? Get in the know, get in there, mingle with people, you know, bung them a few quid, you know, send us money. We'll help you.
We'll help you out. Anyone that wants to send us cash.
We'll post our website, whatever. You can send us money, and we promise to help you.
Yeah, we will.
In any way we can.
We know people and we know things.
Yeah. We know things you don't know.
But in that, if you want to get a nice better, take us out for a good night out.
Yeah.
500 should cover it.
Yeah. But all seriously, you just have to keep plugging away, and you have to make sure that people hear what you're doing. There's so many people with studios in their bedrooms, they just do it and they get too close to it and they think, oh, it's not good enough. Well, just get it out there. And don't be worried if people say it's crap, because it doesn't necessarily mean it is. It's only one person's opinion. If you've got real faith in it, get it out there. That's what we did. By the time our first record came out, we white labelled it ourselves. We didn't like it, did we? Because we played it to people that we thought, you know, we valued their opinion. And they're like, oh, it's all right. And then we just got it out there. People started playing it. And we went, all right, I just got to believe in it and just keep on doing it and bribe people and send us money.
Send us money, please. No, seriously, send us money.
Yeah, no, yeah. If all else fails, send us money.